Hi everyone, it's Sabrina Jean. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to these pick a card messages. I've been inspired to create a pick a card reading for those of you who are trying to figure out your best career path, your career options, etc. So, depending on what piles you choose, we're hoping it will reveal the best path, or at least something for you to look into as far as your career is concerned, or the kind of work that you want to do. So you can choose according to the cover card, of course, or the timestamp, or the crystal. Pile 1 is a pink fluorite. Pile 2 is mahogany obsidian. Pile 3 is an apatite. And pile number 4 is a rainbow obsidian. So choose whichever piles are getting your attention the most, and let's find out. Pile number 1. Hello to everyone who chose pile 1. So let me help you try to figure out your best career path or career options. Now keep in mind, depending on what country you live, options might be different. However, let me just dive into the cards and show you what I'm coming up with, or so, to help you to determine your best career path. I'm just going to start by laying out the cards. Freedom. You probably enjoy a career or a job that allows you independence or to feel free somehow. Let's look at your other cards. There's breakthrough energy. Second house, your beliefs, what you value. A job that will allow you to be real. Aquarius energy. Scorpio energy. Breathe through the tension. And deserving. So honestly, you do deserve a career or a job that you are worthy of. Hold on one second. I'm going to adjust the lighting. Okay, this is much better. There's not so much glare. So the freedom, right away, I'm feeling a career option or a career path that you may consider would be flight attendant, or working in an airport, or working any job that allows you the freedom to move around, so to speak. But with the bird here, I'm thinking travel. I don't really know if travel agent would be something that you enjoy, because the agents usually work from a desk in an office in a chair. And if you need to be able to get up and move around, something for you to consider. Flight attendant. Something allows you to move freely as you go about your work. But there's also here something about your career, the kind of work that you choose to do. It also needs to be or feel fulfilling to you. I don't think you're going to accept any kind of job that, honestly, that makes you feel less than who you are, or you know what I mean. I think that there's something higher. You have higher ideals as far as career and work and how much money you want to earn. But with these moon cards, the zodiac sign is also an element of your personality, or what you wish to experience, or what you would be really good at as far as career is concerned. So Aquarius, be real. Aquarians are also somewhat detached emotionally, but they make really good helpers, right? They work for the collective. And Scorpio energy is usually something deep. It's sensitive. It could be intuitive or psychic. But there's a deep emotional turmoil that exists way deep down inside of you. So in a sense, I feel like your career, your best career choice, will also allow you to transform either a situation or in production, right? If you're part of a production assembly, the completion of a process. You might even be really good at resolving problems or issues in your work situation. Okay, let's go to the next cards. I want to lay these out here. So what more specifically are good career options for you? North Node. Right now, North Node is in Pisces. This is in Western astrology. And the North Node is challenging all of us to recognize ourselves as part of the greater whole, the greater collective, to see ourselves in other people, or at least compassion and faith for others. So any kind of helping career or job would probably be something that you enjoy too, especially if you feel like you're helping other people. Mars. So what else is it that you need to do? This career option is, you know what, for the sake of a pick a card reading, which is general, Mars in your natal astrology, depending on what zodiac sign Mars was in when you were born, that describes your nature, how you approach something, how you work through problems. Do you face obstacles head on, or are you hesitant to do that? This is why it's really important to know your natal Mars in what zodiac sign at the time that you were born. Because if you don't naturally have the confidence to break through barriers or limitations, to challenge yourself, then maybe stop here in this reading. It's really something for you to consider. For example, and I'm going to use myself as an example, I was born while Mars was in Scorpio in my 9th house. What does this mean for my life? It means I'm always feeling an emotional drive to pursue higher ideals or higher education, right? 9th house. I do enjoy traveling and moving around, so that affects my life too. I do enjoy freedom as well, now that I think about it. But what if you were born with Mars in Libra? Then in your astrology, right, according to your birthday, Mars in Libra means that you probably consider everybody else, or you want to keep a happy balance. So you may not necessarily feel courageous about pursuing your career or a job. You see what I mean? So Mars in your natal chart, very, very important. Because each one of us has a different kind of motivation and a different kind of drive. Honestly, so getting back to Mars in Scorpio, I also have a drive to uncover the secrets, the secret cycles and the hidden patterns, and that's, yeah. So, yeah, there's something deeper here that you have the power to uncover or discover, but you also need freedom in your career somehow. Oh, interesting. So what else do you need to know or right? And so the next card is Libra. That's funny. But it's also important for you to be happy in your career, to find a balance. Okay. A balance in your daily routine or your daily work that allows you to breathe through the tension or the chaos even. Okay, I'm finding these really fascinating. What more? Okay, it's important for you to reflect on your priorities. There's Aquarius energy again. Step into your power. Moon in Aries. So your best career option, when you know what you feel you are deserving and worthy of, the kind of career, the kind of job, the kind of work, but also in a sense, it's almost as if you feel like you need something to challenge you so that you can resolve it, help other people, or even transform the situation. I would think you would do well in an emergency kind of situation too. But it's also really important for you to keep a balanced emotional awareness so that you can reflect on your priorities, your tasks. What is the job, the role that you need to fulfill in your job or your career? Okay, so the number 1 means your best career opportunity or job is probably also part of your life purpose, to bring through knowledge, new information, new energy. You can even, when you use your mind, to create new avenues, new ways of thinking, or to share knowledge to help other people. So you might also look at your midheaven in your natal astrology. That's something that you're born with. Your transit astrology is something completely different. That's something that's always changing. So what more do we need to know? Okay. So do you feel like an outsider? Do you feel like maybe you just don't fit in the box of the collective? It's because you're meant to be different. You're meant to stand out. You're meant to live a different kind of life and have, well, a different kind of career. So really something important for you to consider, something to think about. The Fool. All right, taking chances in your career, trying new things. Being self-assertive, meaning, so this Aries message is really important because right now in evolutionary astrology, Saturn and Neptune, the planets of responsibility and faith, are about to move back into Aries again within the next couple of months. Assert your goals. What do you wish to really be doing as far as career and your work is concerned? Okay. And so it's also really important for you. What are your motivations for, what is motivating you? Oh, you know what? So this is also another option. The kind of career path you should be on or the job you should be looking for is something that motivates you every day. It needs to be something that inspires you, especially, again, for those who want to help other people. But you're meant to be different from everyone else. And so these are just some things for you to consider. And then if you're looking for a job, then this is the kind of job that you look for. And if you can't find a job that allows you to be real, then perhaps you can think about starting your own business. Or it really, the other helpful factors are, how much money do you actually need to earn right now? But honestly, I feel like you have transformative power and energy. And so when you step into the role of helping society in some way, shape, or form, no matter what kind of job it is, as long as it allows you to be free, freedom to move around in your daily work process, then you'll probably find this career path very fulfilling. If any of you would like to know what career or job path is in alignment with your soul's purpose, this is your numerology. Feel free to reach out to me. I can record a pre-recorded video reading for you, but I also offer numerology coaching on Patreon. So come and check that out if you're interested in discovering more about your best career options. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this resonates. If it did, please do click the like button. All of my links for other options are down below the video. I'm wishing you a wonderful day, and I will see you all again in another video. Hello, group number 2. Okay, so welcome to this special pick a card reading. What is the best career path for you? For those of you still trying to figure out what is the best job or career path that you'll find enjoyable or satisfying to your needs. If you were drawn to this Mahogany Obsidian crystal, I'm going to put this over here. I was inspired to create this theme pick a card reading by, well, a particular private reading that I did recently. But I don't really know which piles any of you choose. So it'll be interesting to find out which one resonates for each one of you. So what is your best career path? Okay, starts with, here, I want these, do I? Yeah. Okay, generosity, let me put this over here. Courage. First, doing something on your own. Honestly, some of you, especially if you don't need to have a career or a job to support yourself, these are referring to family, like building a family, a stable home. Think it through. Gemini energy. Okay, a shared experience. Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. Okay, your best life's work is in some sort of a group setting. So, for example, a group home, helping to take care of others, nurturing others, helping others to build, their own sense of stability. You could probably be a wonderful empowerment coach. But you definitely have the strength and the ability, or you should, to help others become more stable, to help others grow. So maybe a teacher would be a good job option for you. And I know that teachers usually need a degree. So I know a teacher's aide doesn't necessarily need a degree. But even like something like a preschool or something where you are helping to support other individuals that might need your care, your nurturing, your love, that sort of thing, seems to be a really good career path. But it's also something I feel it's a regular daily routine. It's not anything that's super crazy in your work environment. But it also allows you to share your strengths, your knowledge and your wisdom to benefit others, generally speaking. Okay, so what more does group 2 need to know about their best career or job options for those who are looking for or trying to find the right career path for yourself, that is? So let's pull some more cards for you. What is What's the best career path for group number 2's? Retreat. Honestly, even in a hospital or something like that. But notice there's another home here. So there's something to do with your home. Maybe just a homemaker. You know what I mean? Taking care of a family, a foster parent. Something that will allow you to nurture and help others, and working within a home. So some of you who are in the caring profession or the healing profession, even like a travel nurse or something like that, it's something for you to consider. So what more does group 2 need to know for best career options? Be humble. Right. So the kind of work you enjoy, I think it is methodical, but it's helpful and it's nurturing, but it's not anything that's too super crazy. Right? It's a balanced, it allows you to just be your true self. Go deeper. Scorpio energy. Now, these may or may not play a role. The zodiac signs do have a certain place in your life according to your, not only your natal astrology, but also your transitional astrology. But what's more important are where these zodiac signs are ruling your life according to your astrology. It's not just being a person. Honestly, I feel like you have the ability to tune into others' needs, emotional stability, while also being practical at the same time. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if others come to you for advice, like your friends in general, or people in your community, because you have this calm demeanor about you, and this ability to be not only humble, but also emotionally supportive for those in your community. Okay, there's also a peaceful and nurturing vibe to you. So maybe people do come to you for your insights or your wisdom. You have the ability to get along with just about anyone, but you also have this innate understanding of something that's more subtle, that's not necessarily obvious. You know, like the roots beneath the tree, you're already connected with those yourself, and you're able to understand the bigger picture. Yeah, these are interesting. Let me pull some more cards for you. Group number 2. So what more does group 2 need to know? What is the best kind of work? Okay, 3rd house, right, within your community, your local community. So your town, your city. There's a planet, Pluto. Get to the heart of. Honestly, these are all confirming that you have a big heart, and you were probably born with, I would think, let me guess, in your birthday numbers, you probably have a 4 in your birthday numbers. You probably have an 8 in your birthday numbers. But you also enjoy variety. And so the energy of the number 8 gives you the ability to manage or to create something that is manageable in your daily routine. And you also have the ability to take on a lot of responsibility, especially when it comes to helping other people or nurturing. You also have an amazing ability to make other people feel at home. So very interesting. It's really important, well, in my perspective, it's really important to find work or career that is aligned with, that supports who we are as individuals. And so I'm hoping that these are resonating for you so far, group number 2. If it's not, perhaps you chose the wrong pile. Maybe you are in the wrong career. There's a difference between doing work that you absolutely love or just keeping a job just for the sake of keeping a job. But everyone wants something different. Everyone needs something different, in order to feel fulfilled when it comes to work. Travel, events, change. Yeah, I was already picking up on traveling nurse or traveling aide, something that where you can move around in your community to help other people. So maybe even in a shelter of some sort, or a hospital, somewhere where you feel like you are part of the family. Honestly, now that I look at this, so some of you who do have, if you're already in the medical profession and you're licensed and all of that, even a traveling profession is probably something that is really good for you, that you would enjoy. Keep in mind, and as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, depending on what country you live in, the job market is very different. The job market is very different here in the United States than I know it is in other places, or the availability of jobs. Okay. So you definitely will do well in a nurturing kind of career. Something that nurtures the heart or yourself and others, something that makes you feel good, knowing that you've helped another in some way, shape, or form, whether that's a person, or whether that's people, or maybe even working at an animal shelter. You know what I mean? There's something, because you have a really big heart, but you don't need a crazy job. Just something that, allows you not only to share your powerful gift of empathy, but perhaps will allow you to earn an income for yourself as well. Interesting how the completion card. Actually, that kind of makes sense, because another thing for you to consider as far as your best career path or options, something that you can feel that you have completed your tasks for the day, every day. You probably need a sense of completion so that you can, if you have a job or a career, so that you can go home at the end of the day knowing that, everything had been completed. Sometimes it takes a while for us to find the right career path that we feel like we fit, right? We fit into that bigger collective or that project, or you're part of one of the, I don't want to call you a puzzle piece, but you help to fill in the gap, or to share, or to add that missing link or that missing piece of information to, help others, but it will help you to feel complete too. It can also help you feel purposeful. So if these resonate for you, if you're looking for a new job or career path, then these are some really important things for you to consider. And then, of course, look at your job listings in the market. If you need to find a job, look for the opportunities. Also, do you need to go to school, or can you get your foot in the door learning something else that will, allow you to work within this kind of facility? It could also be like a larger institution, like some sort of a home or a hospital, that sort of thing, something for you to think about. But I think there's another thing that makes you stand out from the rest. Pile number 2 is that you probably need to feel like you have a very specific place and a purpose in your career or your daily routine that allows you to feel purposeful, like you did your part. You want to feel included. You want to feel necessary. So these are the oracle. If you would love to know more about the career path that is in alignment with your soul's purpose, this is based on your birthday, your numerology, your astrology. I do offer those kind of readings if you want to align with your spiritual purpose. Then feel free to reach out to me. You can request a pre-recorded video reading, or you can sign up for 30 days of coaching, career coaching on my Patreon. If you want to know more specifically how to align with your greatest assets, your gifts, which is you. So my links are all down below. But meanwhile, I hope you enjoyed these. Let me know how these resonate for you. And then for those of you who are looking for a new job or career, good luck with your search. I'm sure you will find it. Meanwhile, if you enjoyed the video, please do click the like button. And if you're drawn another pile, feel free to pick another pile too. These are general but specific messages about the best career path for you. Okay, bye for now. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to this special pick a card reading to help you realize your best career path or job options. For those of you who are looking for a new job, or maybe you're still trying to figure out what is the best career option for you. So first, I would want to say I encourage you to look at your own numerology, because the numerology of your birthday reveals your gifts and the best career options for you. Of course, if you don't want to buy the books and to learn that, you can always get readings somewhere, and I also offer those kind of readings. Or you can get more information from this pick a card reading. So I was inspired last night to create this special pick a card theme about what is in your best interest as far as career and your options. What kind of work should you be pursuing? So group 3, the Apatite crystal. I'm going to put this over here. Let's start with your general cards, and then I will pull some more. Interesting how uncertainty is the first card that's coming out. In the other piles, it was very obvious starting right away. Events. So something using your mind and information. So an information source, gathering information or statistical information. I almost said like an operator, but do they even have telephone operators anymore where you get information? Or are we all getting that on the internet nowadays? Okay, clear your mind, lighten up, something fun. Very important for you to have fun in your career. Okay, do what makes you feel secure, home, family, something that you believe in. Okay, so it's really important for you to have a job or a career that is something that's aligned with your beliefs. Very important to consider, but something that makes you feel stable, secure as well. Some of you may desire to feel like you belong to a part of a family as far as your job or your career is concerned, but in the least stable, right? Stable in the work that you're doing. You probably have the desire to feel or be productive. But you know what? This uncertainty and great achievement, these two combined, what they're saying to me is that you could probably take on any kind of role. You'd probably be able to succeed no matter what career path you choose. I feel like you are what's the best word? I feel like you could accomplish anything. If it seems enjoyable, and it's something that is fun or lighthearted for you, that you feel like you belong to, whether that's the collective or a group, but also something that allows you to feel like you have accomplished, that you have achieved your goal in your daily routine. So maybe some of you are good at processing, gathering information that is necessary, like data entry or statistical work, stats, that sort of thing. Receptivity. Let me think about this for a minute. Okay. So this with the lotus flower, and honestly, hold on a second, I need to cover up for YouTube. The receptivity to me, the lotus flower, the first word that hit my head was intuition, but it's something that you need to know, that you need to feel, that is purposeful. And you need to feel good about the kind of work that you do, the quality of work that you provide, no matter what kind of career it is. So it needs to have like a specific reason and a specific purpose that feels right to you. Otherwise, you're probably not going to stay in that line of work. Let's pull some more cards. Group number 3. Again, if you're just looking for a job, if you need a job, you can take on any kind of job role for as long as necessary, especially if you're looking for some extra income. Even if the job is temporary, that might also be a good career option for you. I'm thinking that they still offer temporary workers or like contracted workers. I mean, I haven't worked as a temporary in a long time, where you fill a role for a temporary amount of time. Yeah, I'm sure they still do that. I've been out of that job market for quite some time now. So what more do you need to know? Group 3. What is your best career path or options? Again, for those of you who are looking for something. It's also important to remember that, the country, the location that you live in, there are going to be different options. Not every country offers the same diversity as far as work and career options are concerned. So it's also really important to look at what is available in your area, in your market. It also seems like you need to have fun. You need to enjoy it. It doesn't mean that you're like joking around while you're doing your work, but the feeling of being playful, especially with your coworkers while you're doing the job, something that's entertaining, and having fun is really important. And this is a kind of job you should be looking for. So, for example, how about amusement park? It's something fun. It could be something temporary, like seasonal. You can interact with the public if that's something that you choose. And at an amusement park, people are on vacation, so I would assume that they're in a good mood. You see what I mean? I wouldn't think that working at an airport would be something that you would enjoy, because usually when people are traveling, they're kind of cranky. You may have noticed that. And maybe they're not necessarily in a good mood. So really important, something fun. Right, even something temporary. If you can find temporary work, I would think even marketing might be something that you would enjoy, but not something like telephone marketing. I don't think that you would enjoy that. That would be very frustrating. But something where you can go to work and, offer your perspectives or your opinion, or to share more information, to help the other person, to make the right purchase, that sort of thing. So what else does the Oracle think that is the best career option for you? Right, let your fears dissolve. Yeah, it's fun, it's safe, it's enjoyable, it's lighthearted, it's carefree. Honestly, I would recommend you get a job in an amusement park. There are plenty of them here in the United States. So there's, right, open up to change. Maybe you enjoy change in your daily routine. Let your fears dissolve. Full moon. Yeah, I really feel like group 3, your best career option or the job, is something that you should enjoy. It almost seems that if you're not enjoying what you're doing, then you're just not going to stay, which is probably why you could benefit from variety, like doing temporary work, or something that is changeable that allows you to step into a different role in that job or that career. I'm not exactly sure what kind of job that would be, but maybe even if you worked at an information center, right? Everyone has questions. And so you can look up the information that they need to. I was just thinking, a travel agent or working at the ticket desk somewhere, or even helping people plan their vacations. Wow, now I'm thinking about this career option. That would be fun. But something more for you to think about. Group 3. Okay, open up to change. Right, changing, because changing, like especially if your customers are different and it changes throughout the day, it allows you to just like go with the flow and be free and be helpful and to use your skills to help the customer. And this could be, well, anywhere. So what I'm thinking is hospitality. Maybe even working on, dare I say, a cruise ship, something that perhaps allows you to travel, but also providing hospitality in your work environment and every day is changing because, well, the people you're working with is changing. Actually, this sounds like fun. I'm inspiring myself to look for something else. Okay. And then there's slowing down. Right. It's not necessarily the kind of work where you're constantly on the go. Like, for example, a driver, an Uber driver, something like that. You might enjoy chit chat or socializing, but that can be stressful. Traffic. So having a job where you go to that particular location and then offering the best information to be of assistance to, well, other people in general. This is Aquarius energy. There's Aquarius, there's Cancer, Gemini, Leo, are all personality traits that are within you. It could even be something in the entertainment industry. Oh. Okay, I want to pull 2 more cards for group number 3. What's the best career option? What more? Oh, wait. I need to come back to this and get a little more broader perspective. The best job, the best role for you. And honestly, if you don't have jobs in the area that you live, if you can create your own business practice to offer that, of course, that takes time and effort to build up as well. But something for you to think about. Yeah. Venus, something that you enjoy, especially if you love people. Helping other people. You're definitely good at helping. Any kind of helping industry will be the perfect job for you. What's this one say? 6th house, right? A full-time job, serving. So this is a service industry. Of course, being of service. Helping others to find or fulfill their needs through information or sharing or everything else that I already said here. One more card. Group number 3, what is the best career path for you? Keep in mind, and I don't know if I already said this or not, but numerology based on your birthday and cycles, it describes a part of your personality that you may or may not be aware of. There's a thing called the secret self. And a lot of the times we're not aware of what our natural gifts are and the best kind of work that we are capable of doing, because most of us grow up and we are told what we need to do, or we just focus on what is available in the job market right there in the area that we're living. But so you can learn more about your own numerology and your numbers and what your best career options are. Okay, right, change. So this is kind of similar but different to pile number 1, because pile number 1 enjoys absolute freedom in getting their work done. This one is kind of similar but different, because this one, you probably would prefer a location or a safe place to go to that isn't super crazy, while you are also sharing information, sharing knowledge, helping others. The change of events. So it's not necessarily a routine that is stuck or fixed in doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. You see what I mean? Group number 3, you would probably get really bored or tired or fed up or bogged down or frustrated by having to complete the same tasks day after day after day after day after day. So you do enjoy something that's changeable. But I think working with the public is where that changeable quality comes into your best career or job options. And I want to go back to your very first card again, because it's very possible at different phases during your lifetime, you might be living a life path and purpose where you change your careers as you are moving through different cycles and themes of your life. Like one career path that was once fulfilling or something that you needed, maybe it's ending, maybe you get laid off, or maybe you're just tired of it and you start looking for something new. So you're not necessarily meant to stay in just one career throughout your entire lifetime. And this kind of information is where you would look to your transitional astrology, because your transitional astrology as you move throughout your lifetime reveals the changes, like changes in what fulfills you or what you're seeking, or maybe you're just wanting something different. And so just another thing for you to consider looking at your astrology, not only natal astrology, but also transitional, because some people aren't even supposed to be working or finding happiness in career. Some people just find a job and they go to work because it's what they need to do to support themselves. And so maybe at this time, that's what you could be looking for, especially if you are uncertain about your best career path or the kind of work that you should be doing. You can always just get something, again, that's temporary, that suits your needs, while you are figuring out what you would much rather be doing. Which is also, so there's a truth here too, because we never really know what it is that we really want to be doing until we're working in a job that we really are not enjoying. That's like that duality that inspires us to start dreaming again. It's like, okay, I need this job because it's paying the bills, but I really don't want to stay here. So what are my other options? It inspires you to start searching for something new or something different. And so this is the fun aspect of life and living your purpose, because you don't necessarily have to stay stuck in any one particular field of work. You have the options to choose. You have the options to change. So group number 3, there you have it. These are your messages about your best career path or options. Definitely something for you to think about, something to explore, and get more information. See what feels right to you. And then from all of your options, choose the option that you feel is best for you at any given time. So again, if you are interested in learning more about your best career path, your spiritual purpose, I offer those kind of readings. You can request a video from me, or you can sign up for 30 days career coaching, spiritual coaching on Patreon. So you can get the information and guidance. You have options there too. So your links are down below. But in the least, group 3, I hope these resonate with you and help you to choose a new career path or a new job, if this is what you're searching for. In the least, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do click the like button, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, group number 4. Welcome to your messages. I'm really enjoying this pick a card reading today. And this pick a card reading was inspired by a private reading that I actually recently recorded for someone. And so I thought, okay, this would probably be a really good idea to go deeper into the subject of career, job, and what is the best path for you. So if you were drawn to this rainbow obsidian crystal, let's just dive into the cards. So these are oracle. I do offer coaching, readings, consulting, you know what I mean, based on your birthday, your numerology, your astrology, because the more details you know about yours, even your transitional cycles, help you to understand your best path. So I want to start with, I think I want to start with, I moved the cards around to offer you a different cover card to help you choose your pile. Okay. Strength. Let's go like this. So what are your best career options? Interesting. There's the tree, there's the sun. Working in nature, perhaps, would be fun for you. Or working in a nursery, even. The 12th house, philanthropy. We want, not that one, we want this one. Forgiveness. Positive. So Pisces is faith, compassion, unconditional love, nurturing, nature. Interesting. So this is going to sound really crazy, but I feel piled for it. Many of you, your best career path or job option is to support the collective. Honestly. To do your own thing. Interesting. Share your positive energy and wisdom. There's also something spiritual here or intuitive. Nature is probably very healing for you as well. New beginnings, cycles. And see, here you are in nature again. Nature, optimism. So you're definitely a light worker, or you're supposed to be. Sharing the light, sharing the love, supporting others, inspiring others. You can do this from home if you want to start your own YouTube channel. Or another avenue that allows you to express yourself. So maybe even in the realm of entertainment or acting or singing or healing. Okay. It's interesting here. There's forgive. Focus on the positive. It's also saying It's a reminder for you to let go of the past or let go of the negativity. Focus on the positive and new beginning. So group number 4, your best career path is something that's helping to shape the new earth. Again, I already mentioned something about working for the collective. And if you're not into that sort of stuff, then working in nature, working in the sunshine, around the water, or in or near the water, the mountains, like a national park, a ranger. I mean, it can be big career, or it can be something, smaller and close to home. Okay, we want to pull some more cards. What more? This group 4 need to know what is their best career option at this time. Interesting. Renewal. Something new. Something new, something new, something positive. Maybe, okay, how many of you are looking for a career change now? I feel like these are guiding you. You have more Pisces here. There's something about the collective. There's something about the oneness. There's something about unconditional love. The earth. Oh, something just said in my head, grid worker. So some of you could be earth anchors. And I was already picking up on a spiritual thing. You're a light worker. You're here helping the earth, nature, the waters, the mountains, the sun, find balance, renewing energy. So you have great healing capacity. Now, keep in mind, when we're looking for work or career or a job, there's definitely not a job that offers this. This is something that you create on your own. It's a healing remedy. And when you align with the cycles of nature and the cycles of earth, your intuition, it will be speaking to you every day, in any moment, helping you, revealing to you what is needed from you, how you can be helpful. So in a sense, I kind of feel like your best career option is just you being yourself, healing yourself, nurturing yourself and your life. You're a philanthropist. So philanthropy is offering something for nothing, but it's not that you receive nothing in return, because when you offer your natural gifts, the universe will naturally, basically, pay you for your work. It shows up in the form of abundance. You receive the resources that you need in order to thrive, the resources that you need to survive. So definitely different from all the other piles. And honestly, okay, right? The full moon, go wild. Here you have more nature. The earth, the sun, the moon, the cycles. I feel like maybe even subconsciously you're helping to keep the earth in balance. Strange, huh? But what's even more cool is the fact that the Rainbow Obsidian chose your pile number 4. And this energy, it transmutes depression. It ensures happiness and optimism. Wow, I'm just looking at the full moon. So group 4, it would be very helpful for you. Of course, if you need a job to make money, to pay your bills, then definitely do that. You could probably do anything that's in like the caring careers or the helping careers. Something that's not necessarily too mentally demanding, because you have this energetic power to transform or to heal and to release and to love everything on the earth and the collective. You don't even have to interact one-on-one with others, because your energy and your power is that strong. So I do feel like you're more of an earth anchor or an earth angel, if you want to call it that. But if you need a job, by all means, go out and just get any kind of job that will allow you to remain positive. But I think it'd be very helpful for you to start tuning into the daily energies, the daily cycles, the natural cycles, the cycles of nature. And the more you start paying attention to yourself, your body, your intuition, like at sunset, do you sense how you're changing in your mood? When the sun is rising or just before the sun rises, how do you feel? When is your most intuitive time of the day? What do you feel guided to do? Are you continually making adjustments in your daily routine to find a happy, healthy balance? You're here to help the earth. In fact, you're probably, I don't want to call you an ancient soul, you've probably had many, many, many incarnations on the earth to help the earth. And especially now, I feel like you're mastering not only yourself, but mastering yourself and the cycles and your sense of purpose and healing also is in alignment with the earth and the transits and the cycles. So these would require, different areas of study. And there are many different philosophies. So I would just naturally encourage you to study the first philosophy that gets your interest the most. But what's also important is for you to create a daily routine that will help you, to keep your life in balance too. But it's also very intuitive. Okay, let's pull some more. Group number 4. These cards are leaning towards your need to surrender and tune into the flow, the natural energies and the cycles. Okay, Uranus. Unexpected changes. You are definitely a part of this new earth. And you've got Pisces here. So spiritual, unconventional, mutable. Be open to the new energies. Again, new earth energy. I want to pull another card. Let's pull another one of those for group number 4. And now you might be scratching your head and thinking, okay, well, I need to go get a practical job. Well, yeah, go and do it. But I really don't think any job is going to be satisfying for you. I think that you're here for bigger reasons and purposes. And maybe many of you already sense that you are too. And really the best way to navigate your way forward is to just follow your intuition, to connect with the earth, to receive guidance from the stars, to tune into the daily cycles. And on my Patreon, I used to post the changing daily cycles, but I know that not everybody is into that. So I stopped posting that sort of thing. But this is one of the things that I teach on Patreon. If you want to create an intuitive business or an intuitive practice, it's important for you to be able to tune into the changing energies in every present moment. If there's something here that interests you, then again, I offer coaching or personal readings based on your life path, your purpose, your destiny. What is your role on the earth at this time? These are all things that you can understand better by studying your astrology or studying your numerology based on your birthday numbers. But even if that doesn't call to you, then maybe you're here to create an entirely new reality. Maybe you're free to work outside of the box of the collective, but you're still working with and in unison with the cycles, the sun, the moon, the earth, the water, the oceans. You see what I mean? It's a compromise. You're here to help nurture and to create balance, love, harmony, peace on the earth. Wow. I bet you had no idea, or maybe some of you did. How many of you already knew this? But it does require you to surrender and go with the flow and tune into and do what you need to do naturally on a daily basis in order to meet your needs financially. But this is also part of your career path. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Okay. and taking steps one step at a time, moving forward with intention. So even if you've had different careers all throughout your life, each one that you choose, each job that you have is very intentional. It's like you should feel that there's a purpose for this. There's a need. There's a reason why you choose everything that you choose to do. Well, because you can, right? Wow. So these go really deep. Pile number 4. So your best career options is connecting with and finding and maintaining a happy balance with the earth as the earth is going through these changes. And this is something, it's in your energy, so it's something that you will need to master, something that you know, because it's something that you feel and something that you sense. It may not even be something that other people will understand. And so this is the best way that I can interpret these. You are very unique. You probably don't fit inside of a box. You probably don't fit inside of a mold. So it's really important to follow your intuition and to trust that. And remember to do what you need to do in order to survive, because of course we all still need to make money, right? But at the same time, like if you can work part-time at a job somewhere, but also spend the other part of your time creating some sort of a balance in your daily routine or energy work, these are your best options. And then, of course, tuning into your higher self, tuning into your inner self, your emotional needs, your intuition, and connecting with, well, it's a collective role, but I don't really think that other people or other humans play a part in your role, because most of the humans on the earth right now aren't even tuned into the new earth thing or awakenings or their intuition. There's still a large number of the population that is still in the old. And so maybe they're not waking up, and we need to honor that. We need to respect others for what they need to do. But you also need to respect yourself and do what you need to do, while also trying to maintain a happy balance in your life, right? Compromise by taking a part-time job, but following your intentions, creating change, positive change on the planet. Wow. So there's definitely something here that if you're looking to build your own income stream, definitely internet is available, but this is something that you can use to influence people at large in general by whatever it is that you wish to create and share on your social media even. There are so many options, but of course, remember, it's important to take care of your needs first, your financial needs, but something for you to think about. I'm really curious how many of you chose pile number 4. But this is, well, your best career path, what you should be doing, what you're meant to be doing in this lifetime. So I hope you enjoyed this video reading. If you did, please do click the like button. If you would like to know more about your life, your path, your purpose, your destiny, yourself, your truth, then I would direct you to start studying your natal astrology, your numerology, and then find an app that helps you to navigate how astrology transitions in your daily routine, because this is what's also guiding you and inspiring you one day at a time. It's your astrology, the transits, the changing. Not necessarily the evolutionary, but that might play a role too, but how the planets are affecting your unique life path and your purpose are also guiding you towards this one unique and specific goal and project. And the only way to discover that is to tune in to the daily energies, the daily flow, your daily purpose, daily intentions. Okay. I do offer readings and coaching on these matters if you want to know more about your truth, your purpose, etc. So feel free to reach out to me. My links are below the timestamps, but This is what I'm picking up for group number 4. I hope you enjoyed this information, at least giving you something to think about. What's also cool is that when you choose to work with the universe and you choose to work with the earth, during these times of change, the earth and the universe and everything else will start showing up to support you in whatever this is that you choose. So have a wonderful day, and thanks again for stopping by my YouTube channel, and I will see you another time. Bye for now.